ain't going away. They told me I was wrong, but look at my ass today. Da 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 da.
Yo guys, what's going on? I'm Tim, he's Justin. This is the NFL Final Score on the Cash Kelly and AC Network. Justin filling in for AC this week, who is not available. Let's get right into this. Game 1, 49ers improved to 8-1. Eli Manning throws for 300 yards, but that Niners defense prevails. Alex Smith doesn't play great, but in the end, they did enough to get it done.
Next up, we got the New Orleans Saints defeating the Atlanta Falcons in overtime. Ryan and Drew Brees had a duel. What a great game that was. KC's game-winning field goal in overtime. Saints win. I think they're 7-1 or 7-2. I don't know exactly right now.
I think they're 6-3. I'm not sure exactly, so don't mark me down on that. Steelers 24, Bengals 17. Antonio Brown, Mike Wallace both had big games, and Dalton and the Bengals. Look, they're a good team. But are they better than the Steelers or the Ravens? Probably not, so I would not expect to see them in the playoffs. But remember, based off the expectation anyone had for this team at the beginning of the year, the Bengals have already overachieved.
Next up, you got the Rams versus the Browns. Game of the week, just kidding. Steven Jackson prevails. Running game was just beast for St. Louis. Steven Jackson has a 128 rushing game. Just an ugly win for the Cleveland Browns. He got to rebound fast. Rams end up winning 13-12.
And the Cowboys really come out and surprise a lot of people. Cowboys and Bills was really a game I looked at on the schedule this week, and I said, wow, that's going to be a really good game. Did not end up being that way. Cowboys lay the beat down on the Buffalo Bills, 44-7. DeMarco Murray is going ham. Anyone who still thinks that they should put Felix Jones back in when he comes back healthy over DeMarco Murray is on crack. Tony Romo has this good game, and I'm starting to see the Bills fade a little bit at 5-4. They can still get it together right now, but they need to start winning games. Fitzpatrick needs to get hot again, and they need to get going.
Next up, you got the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Indianapolis Colts. Jacksonville coming out on top 17-3. Colts are 0-10 to start the season. I think this ties their losing record back in, I think, 97 or 99. I don't know the exact. But MJD has a great game, 114 yards rushing, touchdowns. The really good touchdowns really came in the third and fourth quarter to Jacksonville to top off the Colts 17-3.
Yeah, and hey, the positive for the Colts, Dan Orlowski started. He didn't run out of the back of the end zone today for safety. Broncos 17, Kansas City Chiefs 10. Tim Tebow, man, this guy's putting himself in the MVP race according to everyone. 69 passing yards. At least I have a sexual pun in this video. But somehow the Broncos continue to win. They've had an easy schedule since he's got in there. And I think Kyle Orton would have been tearing this schedule up. That's my opinion. I think Brady Quinn would be too. But they're winning with him. He can run. I don't think he's a good quarterback at all. I think he's one of the 5 or 6 worst quarterbacks in the NFL. But you're entitled to think whatever you want to think, I guess.
Next up, you got the Dolphins and the Redskins. You're getting the Dolphins are now getting the best out of Matt Moore, and they're also getting the best out of Reggie Bush. This was actually a great game for both ends. Reggie Bush got a pair of touchdowns. Matt Moore, I do not believe he had a touchdown, but he did give up an interception in this one. Dolphins win 20-9.
Yeah, and the Dolphins are kind of falling out of the Andrew Luck race. Bad Rex is showing back up for the Redskins, so neither of those are positive news for either of those teams, really. Cardinals 21, Eagles 17. As an Eagles fan, they're just embarrassing themselves. John Skelton throws for 300 yards. At this point, the season's done. I wouldn't mind seeing them lose just so Andy Reid gets fired. Deshaun Jackson was benched in this game for missing a team meeting. He can go at the end of the year, too. He's way more about himself than the team. Apparently he overslept. You're getting paid still a ridiculous amount of money and you can't show up. That's on you.
Yeah, I think this is the Eagles' chances of making the playoffs are just done right now. They got to rebound next year. But now you got the Texans 37, Buccaneers 9. Foster, another big game, rebounding after having a slow start to the season. What a great year. Texans fly high heading into their bye week. Let's see if they can continue their dominance in the AFC South.
Yeah, and they're going to get back Andre Johnson, so this is a team a lot of people are sleeping on. But while everyone likes to point out teams like the Ravens and the Bengals as sleepers, I think the Texans are a sleeper. Matt Schaub's a very good quarterback. Wade Phillips has done a tremendous job with this defense. A lot of things are coming into place, and Arian Foster is really playing well right now. Titans 30, Panthers 3. Chris Johnson rushes for 127 yards. Another guy who had a slow start and is really picking it up here through the midway point of the season. And the Titans they're not giving up. I'll give them that much.
Next up, you got probably the upset of the week, the Seattle Seahawks defeating the Ravens 22-17. Marshawn Lynch had some very critical runs in this game, and when it came down to the end, it goes Seahawks way. It was actually a really entertaining matchup. A couple of pair of missed field goals. I think it came down where Billy Cundiff, where the team actually was down in his end zone, and they were trying to get a field goal before half, but that does not overcome, and the Seattle Seahawks do win 22-17.
The Bears, 37-13 over the Lions. Stafford throws for 329 yards, but his 4 picks really killed the Lions. Lions are starting to struggle now. And the Bears, a team who I looked at their schedule prior to this season and said, there's no way this team wins more than 6 or 7 games. They already have 6, so they're a hot team right now. Matt Forte has been one of the best running backs in the NFL. Tonight on the docket, Monday Night Football, or Sunday Night Football, my bad. We got the Jets and the Patriots. Justin, what do you see in this game?
I think, score-wise, I think it's going to come down the wire. I think it's going to go into overtime, but down to the wire, I meant overtime. I think this is going to be an interesting game. I think Tom Brady is going to have a great game. I can see him throwing out for at least 200. I don't see him hitting 300. I think this game's going to come down with the Patriots winning by 3.
Yeah, I agree. Somewhere right in that area. I wouldn't be shocked if the Jets won, but I just don't trust Mark Sanchez to pick him to win a big game. Tomorrow night on Monday Night Football, you get Minnesota, Green Bay. I mean, do we really need to go through that game?
I don't think so. We already know the outcome,
Yeah.
but I do think Adrian Peterson will come out big.
Yeah, as he does just about every week. Christian Ponder's played pretty decent so far. It's not really a shot at the Vikings as much as it is just saying that the Packers' offense is just that good. And they could lose because their defense has not been that good. But if their defense gets to play how it does last year, no team is even going to touch them. And no team really is right now either. So I'm Tim, he's Justin. This has been the NFL Final Score on the Cash Killing AC Sports Network. We'll see you later.